games, Invis and Gambit are both banned. When Invis and Gambit are both banned, the fallback supports are Luna, Cloak and Dagger, Loki. When Cloak and Dagger is one of them, well, you're back to season 1 where you have Magneto versus Cloak and Dagger. You try to bubble your own Cloak and Dagger, keep their mag from dunking on them, blah 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 blah. Right? So you need mag to save your cloak. You need mag to counter their cloak. Right? So like it's built in. It just brings so much to the game. That's the goal right there. Not much else to say. Next up, the next man himself, Mr. Captain America. Low key, Cap actually goated. People have been talking about how he got nerfed 10 million times, and you know what? It wasn't enough. I'm not saying he should get nerfed, by the way. Don't take that out of context. He's just the goat still. You do your animation cancels. You sit on their backline. You just go doop 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 doop, zoom 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 zoom, ding 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 ding, donk and shield off the ground, bonk 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 bonk, and you just run away. And then you have your ult, which charges everyone else faster. And it's like a third support ult, in which triple support's already strong. So now you're playing quad support, and you're playing quad support, and mag's also in the game sometimes. So when you have a mag in the game, and then you also have a cap in the game, you have the cap ult to try to save from the mag ult. Plus you can also block the mag ult, which is one of the big things that you're trying to save your supports from. So if your supports are ulting, especially if you have a Luna, and your Luna's dancing on the shield, and you know that their mag's gonna try to nuke her, guess what? You stand next to the Luna and you get ready to block that shit, and you're ready to go. But also, remember what I was saying before, how Angela / Cap were both good for like the dive tanks this season. You combo that with a mag where the Cap's running crazy in the back line, someone else is sitting back, you're just a fly on the wall. You don't actually need a whole lot of sustain, and as long as Loki's not on the field, you actually do a lot. If Loki is available, you probably swap. That's where you swap the Cap. If you don't have a Loki though, and Gambit Invis is banned, yo, have fun, please. This might be actual crazy man hours, and I might be the first person to do this. I think that the Thor buffs might be him. I've only bumped into 2 of them so far. The 2 Thor players. I've seen them. I've bumped into them. They do absolutely abhorrent, crazy kidnapping shenanigans. Holy mother of... They are terrifying beasts. I think the rest of us peons have not caught up yet, but we will soon. It will take some time as people start to learn more and start to catch up better and start to understand how to play the new Thor, and while mixing in the new kidnaps with his lightning changes. So you're still getting crazy damage and the crazy kidnaps. Hey, listen, I might be crazy, man. I know some people might not be believers in the Thor, but in ranked specifically, I've been seeing some demons. Speaking of demons, not this guy, but he is better. He's definitely better. So those that don't know, Thing got a buff to his right click. So they changed it start of season 5.0, where the right click no longer gives shield at the start of the charge. It gives shield based on the damage you do. So like if you hit like 2 targets, you're getting like, I think it's, what is it, like 120 or 130 shield or something, but now you're doing even more damage with your right click, and so you get, I don't know if you get more shield. Do you get more shield like that? I'm actually not sure if you get more shield, but you do more damage. Is this the 100 max? It is the 100 max? Okay. But you are doing big damage now. Combine that with, they also buffed his shit to his slam. Went from a 3.5 seconds slowdown to a full 5 seconds, which absolutely annihilates like Venom specifically. Like Thing is actually built now basically to stop Venom. A couple other things as well he's also good at, but yeah, Thing is just crazy. You know what? Actually, I gotta do it now. Sorry, it's time. I gotta do this. I gotta separate them a little bit, because these 2 are definitely better than Thor, but like not by a whole lot. So like I gotta do it. Next up is Venom. I'd actually put Venom down here with the Thing. I think Venom's kind of falling off a little bit. A little bit. But that's just because like Angela kind of is really good now, and also Thing just kind of annihilates him. Not saying Venom's bad. It's not bad. Just like, you can play other stuff. By the way, I just looked over. TikTok's going crazy. If you're on the TikTok side, make sure you hit the follow button if you haven't already. Helps me out a ton. Brings you back for another day. Maybe for some actual ranked games, or for whatever ends up being in the future, or just some more stupid shit. Because a lot of you guys just like the honestly, you guys like the stupid shit more than any of the serious stuff. Any of the serious stuff, nobody gives a... The stupid shit, people be loving the stupid shit. That said, not a whole lot to say about Venom. Just kind of fell off a little bit. Rogue is the new tank of the season. Here's my thing with Rogue. I have only seen like 2 good Rogue players, and both of them I think are really good players on other characters, and they could have probably done the same thing. Rogue's cooldowns are very long, and I struggle to see the value if I was trying to craft a team to win. No matter what, life on the line, $1 million on the line, I gotta clutch up. I gotta make the best team possible. Rogue ain't in it. Rogue ain't in it. She's fun, but the worst part of this season so far is the bombs insta-locking Rogue and running it down mid. And they're horrendous as a character. Horrendous. I'm talking, I want Iguodala. This is actually Iguodala when you could have LeBron, unironically. And the worst part is this character has so much potential. I'll protect you. I'm going to tell you the future again. Similar to Angela, they're probably going to give her 1 or 2 small buffs that either are going to be shorter cooldowns on something, or they're going to like buff her movement slightly, or they're going to make it so that her range is slightly further on her punches. They're going to do something, and she's going to break, and they're going to make her insane. But for right now, there's just not really a reason to pick her. And if you played a game and you win on Rogue and you roll on Rogue, you probably could have done the same thing on most other characters. She's not bad. She has the potential, but she ain't there. She's not there right now. Hell, I was stuck on support yesterday against Spark Chief on Rogue, running it down on my team. That was awful. Guess what? My guy is like 6 and 9. Their guy Spark Chief is like 26 and 3 on Rogue. Look like spinning us in circles. And you know what? The only 3 deaths, I'll tell you all 3 of them were. Every single 3 of the 3 deaths were the 3 where I caught him with a cloak and dagger window. So he was blinded and took extra damage, and we just happened to get the kill. Mine, in their backline, trying to 1v3 triple support, getting annihilated. And so, unfortunately, she's hard to play. She's fun to play. She's hard to play. And with that, she doesn't have as much impact. Caveat, though. I think if Gambit wasn't banned every game, I think Rogue actually would be pretty decent. Unironically, the healing team up is actually really good. But, unfortunately, he's banned every game, so you don't get to use it. Next up, the demon herself, Penny Motherfucker. I have been so blessed this season. Let the blessing keep going. Thank you, God. Do not put me against the trio of Thanos pennies. I have not had to face any of them this season. Thank Christ. Please do not do it. Don't put me through any of that shit. I'm begging you. I don't want to bump into the 4 horsemen of Penny. But regardless, though, she's only still good. Sorry, really good on like 4 maps. If you get one of the 4 horsemen of Penny on like Clintar, wherever the evil vampire squirrel map, I'm trying to think. There's like 1 or 2 other ones. Is it a Rocco? I forget. There's like 3 or 4 Penny maps. If you get one of the 4 horsemen of Penny on those maps, just stall. Just quit. Just quit the game. It's GG. Outside of that, though, she's not that scary. She's really not that scary because of the DPS that are strong right now. But because of how good those maps are, holy, is it terrifying when you bump into them. Outside of it, not that scared. But when you do, woo, not a good time. All right, Doctor Strange. Yo, real talk. I'm gonna be real with you. If you're locking Doctor Strange, unironically for value and not for TPs in the year of our Lord 2025, about to be 2026. I question everything that you're about. I genuinely am thinking about putting this dude in the C tier, but like I can't in good faith because his portal is just that quick. Poor guy. There's just nothing to do with him right now. His best thing is just teleporting. That's it. There's nothing else to do. Just teleport back. Actually, unironically, real talk, picking Strange is a nerf to your team. You want to know why picking Strange is a nerf to your team? Because if your dumbass is still alive out there and you need a TP, your teammates can't swap. Actually, for that alone, I'm putting him in C tier. Unironically. unironically, if you pick Strange, you're a detriment to your team. Not just because the character's kind of mid, but because your teammates can't swap the portal back. Unironically, it's kind of sad. It's sad. I know. I'm sorry. I wish it wasn't true, but it kind of is. He had a great run. Like everyone else in this has a niche. Strange doesn't have a niche anymore. He's just a okay shield tank. He's all reliable, but he's getting left behind in the times, man. He got left behind in the times. R.I.P. blowing up our boy Strange. Next up, Emma Frost. Yeah, you know where she goes. She goes right up there with Mag. That's the GOAT number 2. Holy, not quite LeBron, but that's like a Steph to LeBron Team USA right there. You know what I mean? Like up there. That's Wade. That's Miami D Wade. Even with all the nerfs, still unbeatable. Wanna know why she's still unbeatable? She just doesn't move. She's just an anchor. She is unbeatable. You just sit there at 100 charge and wait for somebody stupid enough to fight you. That's it. You just sit there in the corner. You like slight off angle, 100 charge. Sit there, slight off angle, 100 charge. Wait for someone who's stupid. Somebody walks up to you and wants to challenge you. You pop diamond for him, grab him, slam him, kick him in the wall, send him back to mama. Give him a little spanking on the way back. Emma just that good. Last but not least, out of the tank roll, the sneaky goat. Groot is like the sneaky goat of the season. He's very sneaky this season, where it's not quite Meg, not quite Emma, but depending on the bans, like Gambit being banned. Remember, I told you last season with the previous tier list, with Gambit out, that Groot kind of fell off because you can just cleanse the Groot ult. Gambit's banned every game now. Moon Knight eats him up. Hey, who does Moon Knight pair with pretty well? I don't think Moon Knight's that insane, but put two and two together. I don't figure it. Anyways, there you go. There's our tank tier list so far for season 5.5. Moving on to the Validities. Why is Angela above Groot? Great question. They're both on the same tier. Don't look into it that much. It really does not mean that much. They're literally on the same tier. I put them like this though, because if I was putting these two together, Cap and Angela, I have a preference over Cap or Angela, which would be Angela. And I don't think both of them are better than Groot. I think that they can be, depending on the comp and depending on the map, all of them can work. But putting these two, they do very different things. So I put them next to each other because more dive, fly around, more front to back, dominating space controlling. That's it. That's all it is. You're not supposed to look into it that serious, right? Like, listen, I've already had to add an extra tier at the top because the power creep's out of control this season. If you guys start making me debate which characters next to each other on the same tier of the list, I'll crash the fuck out, shut my stream off, and go on vacation. See you in the new year. That said, Mr. Torchman's back. This guy's back. I don't think he's top tier though. I'm gonna be real, I don't think he's top tier, but he's definitely back. He went from like F tier, like shitter, absolute butt juice, butt cheeks, to like solid. Better picks, but he's solid. Doesn't get banned, doesn't get played that often, but he's solid. Not much else to really say there. For those who don't know, the buffs I believe were they tightened the spread on his left click, and the right click comes up faster. I think they made the cooldown shorter, I believe. Did they buff the damage too?